independent artist will spend months writing, recording, mixing, and mastering a single track. But once they drop that streaming link onto a social feed, the clock runs out in about 3 days. The pressure to maintain basic visibility forces musicians into a cycle of constant production. They find themselves generating a steady stream of reels, stories, and short clips just to keep the algorithm interested in their existence for one more afternoon. Social media algorithms are designed to broadcast a single chorus to thousands of new listeners in an afternoon. But while these platforms are useful for discovery, they fail when treated as the permanent home for a music business. You do not control the account rules, advertising prices, or the reach of your posts. Relying entirely on a social feed to communicate with listeners means operating your business on rented ground that could be taken away tomorrow. This structural flaw becomes obvious when it is time to sell something. An artist with thousands of followers often finds that only a tiny fraction of those people actually see the announcement for a new tour or a limited vinyl drop. This diagram illustrates why reach is so inconsistent. A massive volume of users enters the platform, but the central filtering mechanism, the algorithm, drastically restricts how many actually receive the artist's message. The platform acts as an intermediary, hoarding fan data and deciding who gets to see the content. The objective of a marketing campaign is to use the platform as a doorway rather than a destination. Every post should offer a clear path leading the listener away from the rented feed and toward an artist-controlled environment. Building a sustainable career relies on pulling transient attention off the app and converting it into a direct structural relationship. To make that conversion work, the artist must build a release destination, such as a website or a fan passport page. This gives the fan a place to go that doesn't rely on a feed to exist. You don't need a brand new song every week to keep that destination active. A single track contains lyrics, production choices, and personal stories that can support a full 30-day narrative without ever repeating a sales pitch. We organize this using a song source packet, breaking the audio waveform into its component pieces: lyrics, production notes, metadata, and visuals. AI ingests and sequences these facts, assigning themes to specific dates for 30 days of content, while the artist provides the truth. One fan might connect with a specific line of text, while another cares about the recording process. By methodically deconstructing the song, the artist creates dozens of entry points that all lead back to the same artist-owned home base. This revenue stack illustrates a fan's journey. The bottom layer is passive discovery, generating visibility but minimal income. The middle tier trades assets for an email or fan passport, capturing data. The top layers create sustainable business, where fans purchase merchandise, tickets, or memberships. The engine of this system is permission. By knowingly joining an email list or fan passport, the listener signals a level of trust and respect that a casual, algorithmic social interaction simply cannot replicate. A functioning marketing infrastructure ensures that a fleeting viral moment can evolve into a series of conscious, escalating commitments from the fan. At the end of a standard platform-centric release, an artist is often left with empty metrics, but at the end of an owned 30-day campaign, they have retained actual business assets that they can use for years. This map illustrates the value of that data. By identifying concentrated geographic clusters of fans, the artist can route a tour with confidence, target local emails for specific events, and fund their next project with pre-orders. This comparison shows the difference in actual utility. 10,000 hollow impressions from an algorithm are volatile and difficult to monetize. A core group of 50 fans who have joined your ecosystem provides more stability, as these are the people who will reliably fund the next recording and show up to the next show. Historically, industry gatekeepers forced artists to fit a commercial market. Today, the platforms pressure artists to fit a specific content template. Owning the direct fan relationship allows an artist to bypass both of these pressures. They can keep the strange details, the rough edges, and the specific personal stories that make the music authentic. Escaping the rented churn of a social media feed replaces a reliance on massive viral scale with a foundation of repeat support. Building this infrastructure allows an independent artist to fund their work directly, turning a single release into a repeatable, sustainable career.